All right, good morning. Happy Wednesday, everybody. Jesse here from Phoenix, and we've got a couple of really important topics here for you guys today. And if you got any questions, also, it is our Wednesday accountability call. So at the end of this call, we're going to be going into our numbers for Hawaii. For those of you guys that are tracking your numbers, looking at your guys' numbers, all right? So what I wanted to start off today talking about, but the second topic I want to talk to you guys about is we are coming into a very unique season, and none of you part of this organization, if you're part of Ruth and Trish's team, outside of Trish really, have really experienced what it is to go into the holiday season and particularly Black Friday with Seacret. And I want to talk to you guys a little bit about that and just kind of give you a preparation, not really on how to prepare for Black Friday, but to give you the magnitude of what's coming and why you want to take advantage of getting as many people a part of your business and involved in your business before Black Friday as possible. But one of the things I want to talk to you guys about is three-way phone calls. So please write this in your notes, three-way phone calls. And let's see if we put this up. Let's see if I got this to work. Usually, okay, cool. So one of the things that I learned in the beginning part of my business was really important is the power of third party, okay? All right, that third party is the best party and ain't no party like a third party. And the idea really so much is that when you're introducing your particular prospects, so if this is you, okay, all right, and you know people, right? So these are people or prospects, or sometimes we'll call them suspects, right? So there are people that you know. Now, generally, when I learned this training, I learned it from Warm Market. Now, I know many of you guys right now that are building through attraction marketing are getting a chance to meet people and connect with people, and you're introducing them to the world of Seacret. You're introducing them to the world of attraction marketing. And so what happens is in the beginning part of this relationship, if it's somebody you know or someone you're meeting, you're developing this level of trust. Okay. When you know somebody, you know them for a period of time, usually the trust level is going to start increasing. Hey, I can trust this person, or I like this person. And people generally like people like themselves. And are there commonalities? Are there bridges that I can form? And you're starting to get to know this individual, and you're the particular connection. So the relationship of getting involved in social networking professionals and or any of our secret groups is going to happen from there. The next piece here is an expert, okay? All right, now who is an expert? An expert is anyone but you, really. Anyone but you. An expert can be a video, an expert can be a tool, but one of the best things to use as experts are obviously people. Now, a lot of times the people are going to be someone in your support team and or your upline, right? So one of the things is that people and or your prospects, they will respect an expert, okay? So this kind of trust, respect triangle works really, really, really well if you want to be able to be a really good recruiter. What I learned was I learned how to get people to view information and then ask questions and then get myself out of the way and introduce an expert onto the scene. In fact, this was it was almost like a mandatory cycle in order to get somebody introduced to the business, because I wanted people to understand in the beginning of their business, they didn't have to be an expert and they could earn while they learn. But in order for that to happen, I had to not be the expert myself, but learn how to get myself out of the way. Now, the goal is that you will become the expert for your team and for your people's people, right? But how do you build up this respect for an expert? Because, good example, if you want to be a basketball player, okay, and I said, hey, I can't wait to introduce you. If you really want to learn basketball, I'd love to introduce you to one of my friends or one of the people I work with. His name is LeBron James, or his name is Michael Jordan, or his name is Steph Curry. There's no need for me to do anything else. If you know basketball, you know those people, you know their stats, you know how successful they are, you know who they are as people, you know. So there isn't a need to build up this expert because you know who they are. In our business, though, when you're introducing someone to an expert in your support team, they don't know who this person is. So you have to do this thing called edification. Okay. So this Those that learn this edification, or to edify is a word I didn't even know before network marketing, edification is just to build somebody up. Now, there's a difference between exaggerating and telling the truth. This isn't about, people walk on water and glow in the dark. Haven't met anybody that does that, but what we're talking about here is building up your experts. Now, why is this so significant? We would teach this very important process because what's going to happen is it's going to allow your prospects, your expert, to be much more effective when it comes to doing presentations, when it comes to doing Zooms, when it comes to doing closings, when it comes to doing any of that stuff. Because in the beginning, right, if this person is looking to build a full-time income with our company, we want to connect them with somebody who's earning a full-time income. See, you can't stand there if you're brand new and say, hey, look at me, look at me, look at me. I'm so successful with this company, because you're on your journey, you're on your path, right? But what you can do is say, listen, here's why I'm so excited about what's going on with our company, and here's why I joined. And that is creating the bridge. So there's a commonality between you and your prospect or your contact, right? Where you're building this trust. And if you can build the respect for the expert through edification, they're going to be incredibly, incredibly effective. Now, how do we do that? What are we doing this for? So particularly for Zoom, okay, intros. All right. So this is where I kind of want to talk to you guys. So when it comes to doing phone calls, when it comes to doing that, by the way, Jessica, congratulations on bronze. Woo! So, all right. I got some good stuff coming for you for Latin America. So just, but what I wanted to do is right now, we're going to be doing a lot of connecting on Zoom meetings. And I know many of you guys are scheduling appointments. If you're going to schedule them with me, scheduling with Ruth, scheduling them with Trish, scheduling them with other people in your support team, with Colleen. What you're going to be doing is you're going to be introducing and making these connections. Okay. And, right. And I remember so many of these kind of awkward situations, and I used to be really bad at this too. Let's say I'm introducing my friend, David, right? And I'm introducing my friend David to Ruth. And I remember I was so new and I was so excited, and I would come to the meeting because this is before Zooms. I don't know if you guys remember, there was a time before Zoom. I know. So I would come to the hotel and I would have David with me, and David was my guy. And then I would see the top leader, and Ruth was there, and Ruth was the one, she was doing the presentation. I would kind of run up to Ruth and I would bring David, and I was like, and I was kind of like I got one, and yeah. And I remember I probably even said that at some point, and Ruth is looking at me like, don't be weird. Stop being weird. Stop being weird, but I couldn't help it. Partially just because I was excited, but it was awkward because I was like, because what they were telling me is, Jesse, just bring people so they can see it. We'll do the presentations. And then all you got to ask them if it made sense and they're ready to get started. And I was like, okay. So I've got David, and I bring him up there, and I'm like, and David, this is Ruth. Ruth, go. There's like this, like get him, say something, recruit him for me. Or I would interrupt. I mean, like Ruth is talking about stuff. I was like, no, tell him about the money. Tell him how much money you made last month. Like, or just, I'm exaggerating slightly, but honestly, not that much. If I was to be honest with you guys, I was a basket case, and partially I was so excited, and I just didn't know. And you got to remember, I was a 20-year-old kid thinking I was going to be a gazillionaire by 23, right? So now I know most of you guys aren't probably doing this. However, I want to teach you guys how to do effective introductions and putting this together so where you can connect the dots here to where if you do this properly, it's the greatest thing, because you can set up your experts in a way that it's going to help them be so effective for you, and then turn around and help that process really duplicate. Because being an expert takes a while. It's not going to be something that happens overnight. You can't develop, a professional level of expertise in a day. It's not going to happen. But you can be a part of a system that allows you to basically build your business by getting yourself out of the way and just introducing people. Now, at some point, what's going to happen is the more and more you do this, here's how I learned to overcome all objections. I got people on three-way phone calls. Today would be like a Zoom meeting, right? Here's how I learned how to overcome, Josh, I mean, I just can't even, how I learned how to connect with people and ask questions and what questions to ask and when to ask them is I just kept putting people on the phone with people on my support team. And I learned how to do this thank God for one of my first mentors. His name's Tracy Thomas. He was so good and he was so patient with me. Thank you, Tracy, wherever you are in the world. And what he would do is he would say, Jesse, when you're doing this introduction, there's a couple of different things. So first of all, what I'm going to do is I'm going to start by introducing my prospect, the person that I'm talking to Ruth. And I want to build this person up and make them feel great. So if I'm introducing David, I say, hey, David is a friend of mine. So he's a barber and, he's got family and he's a stand-up dad and, he's looking for. Here's what is one of the best things you can share with your expert. If you can share with your expert what it is that David's maybe primary objection might be, or what his hot button is. Now, how would you know that? Well, if you've asked him questions about why he would do this or what it is he's looking for, or if if you know which color he is, if you guys have been doing some of the personality tests of red, green, blue, yellow, I know what some of his motivations are. These are important things for me to pass on to Ruth. So that way she can, when she's sharing her story, when she's connecting with David, that she is getting a chance to kind of speak his language. It helps speed up that connection process, right? So, so David, I'm so excited. And then when I'm introducing Ruth, this is where I am going to make sure that David understands the power of who he's talking to. So David is going to hear from me about Ruth. Now, here's what's amazing. Many of you guys, if you haven't done this, I do this with Ruth. I do this with Trish. So I'm introducing my prospects, me, the people I'm recruiting. And I'm not talking about how successful I am in Seacret. I'm talking about how successful they are. Meaning I'm using their stories and I'm using them as third-party Zoom, probably some of them more than you guys are. and they're part of my business. I love you guys. I'm so grateful. Because I know how to leverage that and I understand the power of that when it comes to introducing that third party. So when I'm speaking about Ruth, and I'm going to talk about it, I say, listen, I'm so excited you're going to get a chance to connect with this woman, Ruth. She's an absolute powerhouse when it comes to business and marketing. Not only was she a business owner, she built an incredible, successful business online, generating 6 figures plus. And not only that, then she ended up becoming a coach and coaching literally thousands of people all over the world on how to build a business from their phone and from their home. And she was one of the most successful people I've ever met that's been able to do that. And not only is she incredibly knowledgeable, and just, I have learned so much from her. So when I'm sharing this information about Ruth, what I want David to understand is this is the person that not only has the answers and has direction, has focus, that can get me from where I am to where I want to be. That's what David needs to understand, okay? So, and I'm going to, Ruth, she's incredible. She's a passionate person. She loves helping people. And she knows so much. And I'm just so grateful for her time. So Ruth, thank you for taking the time to get a chance to speak with David here today. And I'm going to turn it over to you. And I'm going to shut up. I'm literally, when I used to do trainings on three-way phone calls back in the day, it was a little bit different because on Zoom, I can mute you. But I couldn't mute on three-way phone calls. So they would be talking and I would have to tell people, it's like, if you unmute, I'm going to just hang up and say we lost the call. So because most of the time what's happening is the expert was taking them on this kind of process of asking questions, learning some information about them, sharing their story, and then taking them to a process of getting a sign up or moving them to the next step. Taking a sign up or moving them to the next exposure, whatever that is. And so listen, and how I learned to be an effective closer and how I learned to be effective in asking questions is by being on mute and listening to experts talk to my prospects. And so when we're doing this, I want you guys to be thinking about this week is how well can you edify when you're making these connections. So I know many of you guys are going to have Zoom meetings and you're going to be doing a lot of Zoom meetings, and then you're going to start being the expert on Zoom meetings for your team because that's the evolution and the process of growing in the business. Okay. So, but we want to make sure that we are doing a really good job of connecting and edifying and bridging that And because those few minutes, those 2 or 3 minutes of edification, and so this person goes, who is this person? Why should I listen to them? How significant could they be in the course of my life? And that's what they need to understand. This is a person that has the answers. Okay. Make sense? Yes. Give me some thumbs up. Give me some waves. Give me some fingers. Does anybody have any questions? Nope. Okay. So what I want to do here real quick, and let's see if I can pull it up on the computer. I'm looking for a PowerPoint, so I might have to go. I'm definitely going to be going through more of this last week. Black Friday shopping statistics. Usually I pull this up every year. There's a couple of things. These are from last year. So here's just one. I just literally Googled this right now. Obviously, I haven't vetted all this information, but just good to know that you can do some of this stuff on the fly. So this is one of the first links. I want to talk to you guys a little bit about Black Friday and Seacret because this is pretty cool. So Black Friday is coming up. Obviously, for those of you guys in Canada, Black Friday, you guys have started participating. It's the day after Thanksgiving here in the US. By the way, happy Thanksgiving to all my Canadian friends and fams. Traditionally, it's when a lot of retail business goes from the red to the black positive in terms of their annual, sales when it comes to getting over their threshold. In 2019, we saw 93 million buyers shopping online. 93 million. These are statistics. So this isn't about whether or not people are going to buy and spend. They're going to buy and spend. What we're looking to do is convert a lot of this. And I want to show you guys how you can literally easily go royale in a day on Black Friday if you set this up properly. Like, no joke, for real. Now, Black Friday shopping sales hit $7.4 billion, which is an all-time high. 30% of all retail is occurring between Black Friday and Christmas. Now, the two biggest shopping days of the year are Black Friday, which is number 2. The single biggest shopping day of the year is the Saturday before Christmas because everybody procrastinates. And that's what it is, okay? About 40% of shoppers made online purchases on Black Friday. Average savings on Black Friday specials are about 37%. $2.9 billion worth of it happened through their mobile phones. Millennials are the biggest shoppers, of course. 50% women, 49%, blah, blah, blah. Amazon accounted, holy shiza, that's crazy. Here's a good number, though. The average adult plans to spend $400 on Black Friday. There's a stat for you guys. Let's talk about that one for a quick second, and let's go back to our screen. So what does this mean? What does this look like? Okay. Seacret, we do some incredible specials. I actually just got off the advisory council meeting yesterday. We're doing weekly ones here at corporate with your top leadership, with Mon-Fri and some of the other top leaders here with Seacret, and preparing for Black Friday. We do incredible specials. Just to let you guys know some numbers, by the way, for compliance reasons, all results may vary. This is not common. These results are not common, but they are not uncommon on different levels. I want to let you know. When I joined Seacret in October of 2011, I think October 27th, I think is the exact date. So I was about a month before my first Black Friday and the very first Black Friday Seacret had ever done. And on Black Friday in 2011, I made about $400 on the day. And for me, I was like, this is amazing. I've been in the company for a month. I made about $400 for the day. And this is before we had any rank bonuses. I would have probably gotten a couple of them back then. And we didn't even understand it, but we were like, wow, this is potentially could be huge. The next year on Black Friday, I was able to make, I made $3,400 on the day. I'm not talking about the month. I'm talking about on Black Friday. I made $3,400. The next year, I made $11,000. I cleared 5 figures on Black Friday, just on the day. The next year, $18,000. The next year, $27,000. The next year, guys, I have never made less than $30,000 on Black Friday because I max out the $25,000 plan on Black Friday every single year halfway through the day. And then I'm just making check match. I've made almost $40,000 on Black Friday. I think it was one of my highest years. And I'm saying that to impress you. I am. I'm saying this for you to be impressed by what's happening. And it's not because all of a sudden, it's because people are average going to spend $400 on Black Friday. This is not an assumption. This is what is going to happen. American people are going to spend billions and billions of dollars on gifts for this very unique 4-week window of time. And on a couple of days, they're going to spend a lot. So this isn't a thing about actually going to people and talking to them about buying something for themselves. Okay. This isn't about talking to them about buying and getting. This is about the fact that these people are going to spend this much money buying things for people. Okay. And I know that Seacret are the best gift products in the world. Would you guys agree with me? I mean, Seacret is the gift that keeps on giving. My first year in Seacret, everybody got Seacret. Everybody got a Seacret product, all right? There was not one person that didn't get Seacret from me my first year in Seacret. It was like, happy Seacret, right? I was like, you know, I was Secret Santa. Ooh, you like that one, don't you? And what's interesting enough, 2 of the people that I thought would never do Seacret, one of them, I sent him an aftershave. And one of my buddies, he was a comedian. I never thought he would do Seacret. He loved the aftershave so much. He called me. He was like, this stuff is really good. He's like, do you guys have stuff for like psoriasis? Because my sister, and I was like, I didn't know his sister had psoriasis. And then all of a sudden, you know, because he found Dead Sea, he got the product and he became a royale in my business. So a Christmas gift became a royale in my business, right? So, and I can go on and on and on from my gifts. However, that's not the big thing. So there's going to be opportunities for you to be able to fill up your inventory, get products that you haven't got before. There's new products being launched on Black Friday, but I'm not even going to talk about that. I want to talk about one thing, okay? I want to teach you guys the concept of how to prepare for Black Friday and what to do. All the details we're going to be going over in the weeks to come because it is really significant, all right? But let's just take a look at one bit here, okay? Let's just say the average person is going to spend $400 on Black Friday, all right? I'm going to bump it to $500 just for round numbers. If you don't like it, rework your math however you would like to, okay? But here's what I want you to look at is all of us, okay, are going to buy gifts. And the vast majority of people are going to buy gifts for a set number of people. Now, let's say your list of people is 20 people that you know you're going to buy gifts for. Most people have a particular amount they know they're going to spend. They're going to spend 20 bucks per gift. They're going to spend 50 bucks per person. They kind of have that. Now, if you have a specific person you're buying for, a spouse, a child, a parent, a lot of times you're going to ask that person what they want, and you're going to do your best to try to find something that fits specifically for them. However, there is a group of people, list of people, you guys know what I'm talking about, that you are going to buy something for because you know you're going to buy them something, or you feel guilty because you know they're going to buy you something, so you know you have to buy them something. And that list of people where it's not a specific thing, you just are going to buy them a gift to let them know that you appreciate them or you love them. But it's not going to be specific necessarily. And each year, most of the time, what do? We go hunting for stuff. We go try to find what do we think is going to be there. This is why the biggest shopping day of the year is Saturday, because it's full of men desperately wandering around the mall trying to figure out what to get the women in their life, right? This is so you can save the men. This is going to be hashtag save men, you know, save men for Christmas. Because ladies, I'm telling you, when the Black Friday deals come out and all that stuff, if you call up all the men in your life and be like, listen, I am going to hook you up. I'm going to help you get your entire shopping list done. And I'm going to help you pick out all the best gifts. You just tell me the dollar you're going to spend for each of these people. I'm going to get them a gift, and it's going to come in a box. It's going to come to your house, and you never have to leave the house, and you never have to go search on Amazon and try to figure out what to get the women in your life. I'm going to get it all done. They're going to say, thank you, Jesus. So now, what does this look like? Let's say I'm your friend. Am I going to buy gifts? The answer is what? Yes. Okay. So let's say I have 10 people on my list that I'm not going to buy something specific for, but I'm going to buy them something. We want to convert all of those non-specific buying into secret purchases. Okay. So Jenny calls me. Jenny says, Jess, let me hook you up. I'm like, Jenny, thank God. All right. So I don't even know what to get all these people on this list. She's like, trust me, I got you. Let's walk through it. So she shows me the deals. She shows me how I can get all these products. And let's say the total I'm going to spend on those 10 people is $500. I got my shopping list done. It's showing up in my house. They have these beautiful secret boxes. I think I wish I could show you one. They have these surprise packs. It's going to be incredible. But for Jenny, that's 500 QV from me buying gifts. That's not even buying for myself. That's just me, right? So what if Jenny did that with 10 friends? What if she found 10 people that wanted to just knock out their shopping list, get incredible deals? We're talking up to 75% off certain products from Seacret. I mean, we're talking just like silly, crazy stuff, right? So she did it with 10 people. If Jenny did that, that would be 5,000 in QV. From Jenny helping 10 friends hook up their Christmas shopping list on what they were going to spend on average anyway. Now, some people say, well, you were saying 400, you're saying 5. Guys, that means for the person who only spends 200 on Black Friday, there's somebody who spent 600. You guys understand that, right? So there are a lot of people that are going to spend, and that's just Black Friday. That's not even the weeks to come after that, right? Now, what's going to happen is if Jenny goes out there and does that, that's from just one person. Now, let's say Jenny has 2 people on her team. She has one person on her left team and one person on her right team. And she teaches both those people how to go get 10 people and help them get their shopping list done. That's 5,000 of volume on the left, 5,000 of volume on the right. Jenny is royale in one day on Black Friday from just 2 agents that hook up their friends with these things on Black Friday. People say, does that happen? It is very common if we prepare for it and teach you guys how to prepare for it coming. So we're going to be doing lots of different strategies for this. Here's what I need you guys to understand. How do you have the biggest Black Friday ever? Right now is to have more people. So, all right, we're going to teach you because we want to teach those people what to do. You don't even have to teach them what to do with Black Friday. Here's why I know you can't teach them what to do with Black Friday. You haven't been through a Black Friday. We're going to teach them. We know how to do this, right? So how we want you guys to have this is each one of you, I know for a fact, can pick up at least 1, if not 2 promotions. Some of you, I think, can go out there and crush 3 and 4 promotions on Black Friday. What's going to happen is this influx of volume is going to hit on Black Friday if we do this right. And then what's even amazing is that promotions on Black Friday will be inside of our system for another 3 weeks, that you'll be able to use that volume to even go hit higher ranks. And guys, we have promotions that happen on Black Friday, and then we have even special deals that happen into Black Friday. And then guess what we do? By the way, the skincare sells during the holidays. Nutrition is not your biggest sellers during holidays. No one's like, hey, Merry Christmas, honey, here's a shake. Not usually the best move, guys. I'm just letting you know. So skincare is going to sell better during the holidays as gifts. And then guess what? At the end of December, guess what we start pushing in the middle of December? Nutrition, new year, new you, weight loss program, get into shape. And now we have a whole bunch of people that are ordering sets of products heading into the new year on the nutrition program. Guys, this is the best of both worlds, and it's all going to be coming together. So we're going to, over the course of these next few weeks, I'm going to be divulging as much information as I can to you guys without getting into too much trouble from a corporate compliance standpoint of how to prep and how to prepare for Black Friday. I'm telling you right now, you guys should be getting excited. And what that means is this. I like this season. Here's my conversation. Hey, how about on Black Friday this year, instead of going into debt and spending money, how would you like to get all your shopping done, write it off on your taxes, and earn an income on Black Friday? How would you like to, instead of going into debt, how would you like to get all your shopping done for Black Friday, write it off on your taxes, right? And earn income instead of going into debt on Black Friday? And people, what do you mean? I say, well, let me share with you this company and what they're doing. Because remember, if I go out there and I get 10 customers that spend 500, that's 5,000 in QV. Do I have a whole bunch of free product credit? Yes, I do. Okay. And it's in November, so I can redeem it in December, which means that I can do a lot of my shopping based on free credit from going out there and helping other people get their shopping done. Guys, no brainer. So anyway, I could talk for another hour on Black Friday. I won't. I just want to tease you. You're getting teased right now with the excitement that's coming. So I hope you're getting a little fired up about it, because for many of you, Black Friday, I believe, will be the catapult heading into the new year, heading into the systems that I know that are coming for you guys and with this organization. Many of you, if you do this right, 2020 will be the last year you'll ever work for anyone for the rest of your life. That's my belief, if you do this right. Now, some of you love what you do. I'm not talking about you. But there are those of you, being employed is just not, it's not what you want to do. You want to be able to work for yourself, and you want to be able to dictate and control your time. And these next 90 days are your opportunity to do it. But it's not going to happen just by sitting back and wait for the momentum to come. It's going to require you to go out there and get active and start talking to people and follow up on those conversations, set up those Zoom meetings, do those introductions and that edification properly. And let's have a ton of fun. So this portion of the training is now over.